Stream is starting, the Captain Coder at the helm. Being water is ready. Today we will learn a lot. He loves the questions, he loves to sing. Join our Discord and follow him.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you happen to be in the world. Captain Coder here on this beautiful Monday, folks. Winter break is over. Winter break is over. We're back into it. We're getting back into work today. Going back, gonna be back in the classroom. I missed it. I'll be, so that said, Captain Coder's new streaming schedule is coming up. We're going to be switching to, I believe it's going to be Monday, Wednesdays, Saturdays, Sundays. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. So this is the first one of the season. Set Captain Coder season 2, season 3. What, how often is the season? Anyway, it's so nice to have the whole crew here with us this morning. Kuwani, congratulations on that exclamation point first. Clayman's nowhere to be seen. I hope he's okay. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Moon is welcome back. How's the moon, my friend? Thank you for the first. Also, Blessif. I can't remember how to say it, but Blessif, welcome back to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Happy to have you here on this beautiful Monday. The moon is mooning. That's good to hear. I'm glad the moon is mooning. Are you mooning people on the moon, Moonness? Is the moon a place where you moon? Are you mooning Martians on the moon, Moonness? Are you mooning Martians on the moon, Moonness? Because that's the real question we got to ask. That's the real question. And if so, do you have to wear a special type of pants to save you from the harshness of space? But it's so nice to have everybody here. What are we working on today? We are playing around with the TIC-80 here. Yeah, do you believe in glob? Maybe. No, I do not. Good question. Mooney says, I only wear moon boots. You only wear moon boots. You're walking around on them with, are those like gravity boots? They give you the gravities. Yeah, Moon is wearing moon boots. Only moon boots. Oh, only moon boots. Got to be careful. Is that a lawful thing to do on the moon? Moon is to wear only moon boots. Wearing only moon boots, is that a lawful act? I know in many places they say no shirt, no shoes, no service. So if you're only wearing the boots, those kind of shoes, what about a shirt? Do you have a moon shirt? Or is it only the boots? Only the boots. Who knows? Only Moon knows. Only Moon knows, folks. But we are working with the TIC-80. Having a lot of fun with it. Played around. I got it compiling. I got the source code to TIC-80 building on my system. I am now a sponsor as well. I am now a sponsor of Nestbox. Nestbox is the username of the person. Nestbox sponsor. Over on GitHub, I have become a sponsor. This is the person who maintains Nestbox out in Poland. Poland, the ISIL. But yeah, Poland here. I'm supporting them, and I went ahead because I felt I didn't have to support them. It's open source. I just think this is such a great project. I decided to sponsor. And then I downloaded the source code. Took some time to get myself shimmied in here, get it compiling the way I wanted it to. But we got it compiling, and now we have we have TIC Core, which is the actual library. TIC Studio. Here, is it TIC Studio? Source files, yeah. So we actually have the full source code for this completely open source project, written in C, which I like. Written and not in that fancy C++, just good old classic C programming here if you wanted to modify that source code. And we got ourselves a build of it. I went ahead and built it. So we got the TIC-80 here running with the build. So we have the fully featured program. So if you want to now, so this is one thing that's really nice about it. The fully featured, you can have it, your carts get saved as a text/Lua file. So Lua text file. So it has your source code in here at the top, and then there's a bunch of metadata so that you can put it into a Git repository. Down at the bottom, all of your metadata is stored, which is really nice actually. Really nice. So all of your tiles, all your sprites here, this is sprite 0. It's stored, all the metadata stored here. So if you make changes in your Git repository, the changes are really easy to see. What did I change? Did I make any change? Apparently I made some changes to this. What are the changes that I made? Down here, apparently I must have just changed the line this was on. What is the diff? What is the diff here? Hang on. I didn't even think I made it. At the diff platformer.lua. What is the diff? Git diff platformer.lua. Line will be replaced. Okay, so it's just a line change. That's interesting. I was playing around with this gamepad thing, so one thing I want to do, one thing that I find annoying that I will probably modify if I keep playing around with the TIC-80. I'm planning to modify the source code. There's a couple things that I would like to customize for myself. Not the biggest one, but one of the ones that I find annoying is the default controls go back on this gamepad. The default controls are set to the up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, right arrow, and then Z, X, A, and S, which I find a little bit weird, especially on my controller. On a normal controller, it wouldn't be so bad, but I find I have difficulty using my right-handed controller. Cap80, that's right, Unity Coder. I'm thinking of calling it the TIC-84 Plus because that's how let's close that window. That is how calculators level up. They got the TI-80, they got the TI-84, and then the TI-89 Plus. TI-80 is a calculator. The TI-80 is a calculator. It's a graphing calculator. You need these. At least when I was in high school, you needed one when I was working at school. So I got the TI-80, which is a graphing calculator. And then we got the TI-84. The TI-84, which is like the slightly enhanced Texas Instruments graphing calculator. So you got the TI, you got the TI-84, and you got the TI-89 series. So these are the different ones. Now, I think there's some other ones too, but these are the different ones. And so I thought it'd be a little silly to call it the TIC-84. The TIC-84. There's a couple things I would love to be able to add to it. There's a couple things I'd love to be able to add to it. One of them is being able to modify the default mappings here. And maybe I'm just wrong and you can't do it, and you can do it, and I just don't know how. But you can, so one thing you can do, and this is what I'm gonna start off with. One thing you can do is, if we look at the source code for this one, and the cool thing now that I'm doing is using the TIC-80 Pro, is I can look at it in VS Code here. You can address, so did you see that? Did you see that? Watch, check it out. When I modify the code here, and I think I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this to stay on the screen a little bit better. Modify this code, boom, save, updates, instant update there on the save. So it has a little, it's monitoring that instant update there. So we have the changes going on here. You can address, so this memory address here is into the TIC-80's local memory. The TIC-80's local memory can address in and pull out what the keys are assigned to. So if I run this, I can actually see that I have these buttons assigned. So I'll be able to inform the player how their controls are set. If I go in here and I change the controls now. Up, down, left, right. I want this to be A, B, here like that. If I save these mappings and I go back into the game, it actually updates, say, hey, left and right are A and D, U and I are the jump keys. I would like to be able to modify these, or at the very least set the default. So when I build this thing, when I compile and build it and deploy it to web, it resets to the default buttons up, down, left, right, A, S, Z, and X, which I don't like. I don't like that, but we're gonna deal with it for now. What I'm going to do is I want to create a screen in our game, a screen in our platformer. Should recall this to Tofu Land. I want to create a screen when you boot up. When you boot up, it'll show the game controls. And have a thing that says escape to go into the menu. The other thing I don't like, something that would be nice, is there's no way in the code to cause this menu to appear. There's no way you can bind a key to make the menu appear. As far as I know, I asked on their Discord and they said, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. But I would love to be able to bind a key here. And so we might, what's interesting is reset is built in. Something that'd be cool. And so I have modified the source code a little bit, played around with it, but I need to figure out how to make a web build of it. So if I do it with the straight source code, it works, but I need to figure out how to make a web build of it because it just packages it together, the binary. I think it should be, because that's the only way to go. All right, thanks a lot, Blessif. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, my friends. All right. So we have a little game here. The key bindings, I want to get them set up so that these key bindings get displayed here on the screen for us. So when we're starting up, I'd like to make it so that, oops. There we go. When we come into the game, when the game starts up, it'll show the game controls and then maybe transition to it. I'm not sure. But we'll get it going here. Maybe it'll be on this screen for a second and then it'll show it. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I want to make a screen where it shows the controls. And I've written this little, what I might call a universal. Yeah, I played around with seeing if I could change it to, you cannot you can peek into this address, but you can't poke into this address. You can poke in for a second, but every frame it actually resets it. I do wonder if we can somehow modify it, but I would, anyway, I'm rambling. So what are we working on today? We are gonna take this code here, and I wanna pull this into our platformer here. I'm gonna add this down at the bottom. And we are going to use this to read the current controls, left, right, jump, run. These are the controls that we have set. And we're going to create a screen. I want to create a screen here. I'm wondering if I can create, I could always just make this stay on top. What is it? There we go. So now that will always be on top, this window here. And so I can just switch back and forth pretty easily. We'll see if I like that or not. Well, I want this to remain on the screen so you guys can see it, even though when I'm modifying the code. Maybe I'll shrink it down a little bit. How's that? Is that too small? I know the font's giant on it, so it feels like it works. Maybe I'll put it here. Put it there. Put her there, pal. Put her there. Okay. Let's make a screen. I'll make a screen here. If I come into this, I want to make a screen for our controls. And this is an interesting thing I might want to play around with as well. Is I kind of want, let's do just some sprites real quick. Let's come over here. And it's going to just sort of be a little button. I was thinking of making it show an Xbox controller, because that's sort of what the binding's on. Xbox controller. And have like a pixel art Xbox controller. And it shows what the keys do, because it does work for Xbox controller, but then show the keyboard bindings as well. Can we get a pixel art? And I'm not good at the art, but let's get a pixel art Xbox controller. Let's see if we can find one. This is always on top. So let's pull this. Come on. I swear that we had an update in Chrome that makes it so that the side pixels are harder to click to resize it. Drives me crazy these days. All right, Xbox controller pixel art. We might play around with swapping. That one's pretty good. What do we think? Do we want to go with the black Xbox controller or the white one? It's white more canonical, right? White is like the original Xbox controller colors. That one's pretty good. We'll go with this one. And I believe let's maybe make X, A and B though are the ones. All right, so we're gonna borrow. We're gonna use this here. We're gonna use this as our Xbox controller. Open an image editor. Pull it off to the side real quick. Then we'll make this a little bit bigger, so that way we can work on it. How many pixels wide are we? 1, 2. Does it look like 16? Let's try 16. Looks like it might be more than that, but we'll try it. Use this as a reference here. White. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Get rid of that. 1, 2. All right, that worked out pretty well. We'll come down. Bring it on down here, like so. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2. Is it fun listening to me talk in binary? Is that something people enjoy? 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And we're gonna add in the buttons here. So we have the B button here. B. We have the A button, which is the green. We have a blue button. We have the A. So that's X and Y. Actually, I'm used to PlayStation. Triangle, circle, X, and square. My brain can't quite handle that yet. And then let's put a D-pad over here on the left. Let's do a fill. Not like that. Isn't binary 1 0 not 1 2? Look, binary 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 2. Hybrid and it's binary because the binary means 2. Binary means hyper. Binary means 2. Binary means 2. You're correct. You are correct. Let's add a little shadow here. Boom, boom, boom. Do-do-do. Did I say a 2? I don't know if I said a 2. Probably did. It sounds like something I would say. That's a pretty nice looking little controller that we got going on there. I wish I could take full credit for it. I wish I could take credit for it, but I can't. All right, over here we have the D-pad. Like that. A little analog here that doesn't get used. And an analog here that doesn't get used. Let's shift that down in here. Put that there. Oops. Hang on. Hang on. Try again. Or I can move this up. Let's move that up. There. Does that work nicely? I think that works pretty good. And then this can be down here. Let's try the fill. Not bad. I think the positions looked a little bit better before. We might have to make it a little bit bigger as well. We can also draw it out using big pixels. We'll play around with it. We'll see what we end up liking. All right, come back over here. Let's fill that back in with white. That looks okay. That looks okay. Like that. Maybe we make a bigger controller with pixels. Hang on, I'm gonna try something here. Let's add a white colored pixel over here. I really should have made these all. I should have been smarter with the way I was doing this. I could also make a bigger controller, but I think what I might do is the following. I just might add more colors here. Like a white. We already have grays. Do I have yellow? Yellow. Green. Red. I think we have all the other colors we need. Let's try this in our map editor. Let's see if we can just draw it like this. Instead of having the small one, can I just draw a big one in here? Draw it nice and up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can like draw it. I think this will be much nicer actually. And I can add a little button. Oh yeah, this gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Let's get rid of you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 6. Is that right? 1, 2. Maybe I needed to make it longer. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. I see what you're saying. Now I hear myself saying the 1, 1, 2. That's not binary. You're true. That's true. It's not binary. 1, 2, 1, 2. What did I do wrong here? I think I need to make this wider at the top. Selected too many. Let's try again. Boom. Comes down. There we go. I want that to have a more of a curve. What is going on? Why can't I get the curve? Is it not wide enough? One, two. It's hard to tell how many pixels. What? Did it in my sprite. Let's look at what I did in my sprite. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 down, 2 down. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2. Alexito, welcome back to the stream. How you doing, my friend? Welcome aboard. Happy Monday. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It's been a while. It's great to see you here, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. We are creating Tofu Land. Tofu Land is this platformer. I'm going to be teaching a class called Creating Retro Games in TIC-80. Which starts tomorrow, actually. So this is the first day of the semester is today, but we start tomorrow on this class. And so this is going to be the game that students will get to make. Let me turn the music on here so you can hear it. 1 second. I need a button for music. Oh, I didn't mean to close it. Let's run it again. Have this sound turned off. Let's turn the volume up. We even got some music in here, which is really cool. So the TIC-80 is a little... There it is. There it is. TIC-80 is a little retro computer that you can program in Lua. So we have a little bit of music in here. You can die. You can collect orbs. These give you one-ups, and acts as a checkpoint. So if I pick up this orb and then die, I will spawn back at that spot. If I die here, I pick that orb and I die here, I'll actually spawn on the right side now. I come through, I can kill these guys, but just a little fun thing. So the TIC-80 comes with everything you need to make little retro games using pixel art. Has a sprite editor built in, has a map editor, has a sound effects editor, has a music editor, has all this great stuff just built in. And then the goal in the game is to get to the end of the level and say, Bofu, you are Tofu, and that's your friend up there, Bofu. And when you save them, you did it. 100 acres, are you going to add points for kills like Mario? Maybe. Probably not. My students, I'm going to encourage my students to do it. So this is going to be the final project in the class. Could help illustrate events. Yeah, so this is going to my students going to recreate this game. This is going to be the final project in the class. Let me show you. 100 acres, welcome back as well. It's nice to see you. Oh, I don't have the RPG project here. Let me open up another window here. There's gonna be several projects in the class. Here's another window here. CD-RPG. The first project they're gonna do is going to be this one. Where this one has stuff like this one doesn't have points. Congratulations, you're almost there. She said rent is too high out here to be born yet. That's funny. That's hilarious. You're quite the jokester. So they're going to build a little game like this. This is going to be the first project that they do in here. So they're mostly learning about sprites and events and writing functions in TIC-80 and managing variables. Then the next project they're going to do, is going to be Asteroids-esque game. The second project they'll do is this one. It's similar to this one here. So you have a ship. They're going to learn a little bit about wraparound. So you have a scene where you can wrap around. They learn about velocity in this one. So this one, if I get moving, the ship keeps moving in that direction. So you'll see my hands aren't on there. The ship keeps going in the direction of the speed that it has. And you can get doing some silly stuff in it too. Let's see if I can avoid this asteroid long enough. You can get going like ultra hyper speed. All right, because the velocity just, I hit it. I just hit it. In this one, the important thing about this one is they're going to learn about doing collision boxes. So they're going to write about collision in this one. So the biggest thing I want them to learn this is how to do collision detection using hitboxes. And then, so that's going to be like 4 or 5 weeks. That's the plan. And then they're going to come in and do Tofu Land. And Tofu Land is just a bigger project. And the biggest reason I want to have all the other things done is they're going to be learning how to use composite sprites. So they have A single sprite is a single cell here, 8x8, but composite sprite, they're going to be able to combine them together. So they have to learn how to do that and then animate them that way. So I want to have them collision detection, velocity stuff down so that this particular game will be a little bit easier to implement, and they focus just mostly on doing some of the level editing stuff. So we have a level editor here. And so doing stuff like programming AI, I'm doing double quotes here, where they say, okay, well, this guy actually acts according to these things. So how can we encode commands for our enemies on the screen using these things here? So these guys don't actually have any physics involved in them, but they have these commands that you end up writing and you encoding using these symbols. And then also we're doing some pixel art stuff. So this is like our title. Oops, this is our title screen over here. We have our title screen right here. Our game over screen here. So they learn how they can use the map editor to create scenes that they can draw. You did it. This is just like a dialogue box. We're creating the controls scene here, and I've done something weird. I don't understand. I don't have it I'm gonna move this to the top right corner. Move you to the top right corner so I can count the pixels. Because I'm having trouble counting pixels here. I think I don't understand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll come back over to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. Why is it 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't understand. 1, 2. What? Why is my brain hurting? Ah, here we go. It's this thing. Shouldn't be here. All right. Figured it out. We found the error. The error in my ways. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then we come in here. So that's going to be show the controls on the screen. Can I do a flood fill here? I think I can. There we go. So let's add a shadow to it. This will be a darker shadow. Like that. Do I need this color here? That's duplicated. That's okay. That's okay. So we have the controller here. And I'm gonna create little buttons to put on it. Yeah, this is gonna look cool. It's gonna look good. It's gonna be our controller. It's pretty big. I wonder if I could cheat and make it. That's okay. We're gonna keep going. I'm not gonna get too crazy with it. Let's create some art here for our button. So these, are you going to use music and stuff, or was that just something you added? Oh, we wrote the music. So this has a music editor, has a sound effects editor. I'm probably going to just give them these things and tell them how to do it. Might have some videos on it, but has a sound effects editor. So this is sort of the bass. I created this sound effect that has the bass associated with it. So this is sort of the bass effect to it. But yeah, we wrote this music here. So this one is, this is the game over music. Or sorry, the win music when you win. BK, welcome back. Also, Dram, what other stuff are you going to use? When you say what other stuff are you going to use, what do you mean? I don't understand the question. So it has a music editor. I prefer to use it in the tracking mode like this. This is the main theme song. Or this is the one we didn't use. This was the original Game Over music that we didn't use. Everything will be made in TIC-80 in this class, Dramulks. Everything will be made in TIC-80 in this class. Some of the students will be using 100% in the web browser. So some students won't have like a traditional computer setup. So it's 100% in TIC-80. I love this song. We're gonna listen to this just because I like it. BK, thank you for sharing all the stuff you've been working on. It sounds like you've been making some great progress. Hundred Acres, yes, I went to school to be a music teacher. Need a tofu mug, yeah. We have tea today. We have tea today, so we have, just so everyone knows, tea today. Today's a tea day. No caffeine for me today. I taught a music class last semester. Last term, I actually taught a music class. It's tea day today. It's true. This is very different than my traditional way. Yeah, I taught a class called Intro to Music Production. Students loved it. It was so much fun. I'm wanting to teach a class now. I found, what was it? Open Music Tracker. This thing I discovered, I kind of want to teach a class. This is an open source music tracker for doing music in this form. I kind of want to learn this tool and teach a class about doing it this way. But yeah, so doing like music tracker, this is how you do like program music. This is like programming music, and this is really cool. This is really cool. Proton uses something like this as well to do chiptunes and stuff. BK Dev, they're not dumb ventures. They're fantastic. They're awesome ventures. So I think a class like that uses this tool could be really cool. We're going to be doing it a little bit in this class, but the students in this class are not necessarily signing up for the music, right? All right, so yeah, all the music is done all the music so far has been created by me. All right, so we're gonna make these into buttons here. I'm gonna see if I can do it. I might have to cheat a little bit and make the buttons kind of bigger buttons around it, but we're gonna see here if we can do I'm gonna make these like Xbox controller buttons to put onto this thing here. So this is gonna be our controls screen. So in the credits, it will say everything created by Dramulx. That's right. Everything created by Dramulx. This art wasn't created by me. No, the music was, did I say everything? I meant the music. I meant the music was created by me. All right, so we're going to create some buttons here. See if we can make them look like the Xbox buttons. What is the Xbox controller? Xbox controller. It actually just has like the letter in the middle. Yeah, they're black with the letter in the middle. So let's see if we can do that. So we have a white. All right, so we start with, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. We start with white because that's what we're surrounded by. And then we're going to make a circle. So it'll be our button. All right. And we might make it more round. We're going to see if we can fit, because I want to be able to fit the A in there. So the A, so be our A button. The A is green. Let's go with a darker green. A. Is A the black one? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I want to put it here. Like that. A. I'm going to make it taller. I could shrink. I think we're going to make the button a little bit shrinker. Code Monk, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for the first command, number 3. Number 3 to use it. Folks, don't forget to get your free points. Good morning, Code Monk. How the heck have you been? Happy to have you here on this beautiful day. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Let's try. I'm going to try reducing this a little bit to make it look more round. I ain't no pixel arter. But the question is, does that look better? That does look more round. It does look more like a circle. And if I do that, maybe I will make 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make this actually shorter and then shimmy that down inside. We'll see what it looks like here. Of course, I might want A. That looks pretty good. Good vibes. I see the rain. I see raindrops falling. The beauty of yours is when your stream comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime, and I just wanna spend the whole stream with you. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us. I didn't sing the right song. I didn't quite catch on what song it was there, but now I see. Coach says, "Very good day. How's the game going?" It's going beautifully well. We're tweaking. We're tweaking it up here. We're tweaking it up here. So I'm creating a controller screen. Little controller screen. So I'm going to make it so that it shows what the controls are. What the controls are. So we have the A button. The A button. Does that look right? I think the A might actually look better if it was a little bit taller. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that actually I think looks better. Should I put that there? What do you guys think? Which one looks better? Which one looks better? That looks pretty good. I'm not sure. Or that. Something off about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's because it can't be centered. Yeah, this makes it look centered here. All right, so we'll do that. We'll do that. All right, the taller one. You know, this A wishes it was a little bit taller. Wish it was a baller. Can we get fancy and add like a sheen to it? Let's not get too fancy. Let's add in the other controls. We got A and B. B has the red. Let's see if we can write a B. B. See, this is where things get hard. It's where things get tricky. B is hard to make. But not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Not as hard as I thought it was. 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. This B looks funny though. See, that's the problem I'm running into here is this B. This B. The top of the A lines up with the second top from the line. So it's not centered. Here's the issue. The B isn't actually centered. It's in the bottom of the B. It's the left to right that is actually the problem, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So instead of being B1 and add a 2. So instead of being B1, add a 2. On the bottom, I think if I make this button, oh, hang on. Wrong button. I think we might do this. And then it will feel less bad if I do it this way. Let's see what this looks like. Feel less bad. Feel less bad now. Make it a British bee and have the bottom circle slightly bigger than the top. So I need to fit it. Here's the issue. Here's the issue. It needs to be 4 pixels wide and 5 pixels tall. That's sort of the constraint I'm in. But now I believe if I move it down, it just looks weird. It all looks weird. So how do you do it with 4 pixels? I might be able to do it. All right. Let's make it so the bottom circle will be slightly bigger. Now my A needs to be taller. Maybe we do 4 by 6. Let's see, what does that look like? That looks all right. That looks all right. What if I make these be 5 wide? If I do 5 wide, does that mean I can center it? Does it need to be wider? Let's see, if I make it wider, now that it's touching the A. Uh-oh. This might be too wide. We might have gotten overzealous here. That actually looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. That kind of looks like an Xbox. That kind of looks like an Xbox button. Yeah, no, backseat game dev. That's what we're here for. Backseating is what we're here for, folks. That looks pretty good. I'm surprised at how good that looks. All right, so we got our A, B. We need to get the X and the Y. X and Y, boom, and Y. So X here is blue. So we're gonna go with the blue. Let's see. We can make this work. X. X is this one. And maybe it needs to be a little bit. British B saving the day on T days. Feels right. Feels right. Feels right. I love it. I love it. Can make it a little bit. What if we do this kind of X? Ooh, that looks good. Look at that X. Let's try a different blue. That blue is a little bit too hard to read against the black. There we go. There we go. Making it so. There we go. Making it so. And let's do the Y. The Y is going to be yellow. All right. So we're going to do the yellow Y. Yellow. Just keep it wide. That looks okay. What if we come down and have it? I think we want to do that. It's pretty thick Y. It's a pretty thick Y. It looks okay though. Getting to read well is hard because of it's not centered. It's not centered. We could do a little cheat where we do half. I think we could cheat a little bit. But I kind of like it. It kind of works. Kind of works. If I get rid of that, is that better? I liked it better that way. Let's get rid of that. And what if we shimmy it down? That feels like it's going to look worse. Definitely looks worse. What if we add a border? So now on the circles, if we make it so that the thinking we might do that. Give them sort of more of a button fill. So we put that dark gray. Hang on, go forward. This might actually look really good. It might look really terrible too. One or the other. One or the other. Twitch, Larily. I would like to thank you for following the captain on this beautiful day. Twitch Larily, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome aboard. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. And then give it a little bit of a shadow there. I can't tell if this is making things better or worse. The shadow kind of needs to be on the outside of the button, I think. I think the shadow needs to be on the outside of the button, which I think we might be able to pull off. We just got to do something sneaky. Something sneaky here. That actually looks okay. That looks okay. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Those look like Xbox buttons. I think we need. It's not bad. They kind of look like buttons. Not bad. Thank you for the nice code, Monk. Thank you for the nice. Let's see. Does the nice come through twice? The update to Firebot. It does. Seems it does. Good. I gotta fix something in Firebot real quick. Firebot events commands. The nice command. There's an update that makes it so it triggers twice. All of these commands are triggering twice now. Any of the ones that have. Interesting. If it's me, that's interesting. Hawaii Life. Too nice. It's too nice. All right, I believe it's this one. Here, we only want to have it once. It used to. Let's do that. Someone do an exclamation point. Nice. So what's happening? What's happening is the emote triggers the emote triggers the animation. The emote triggers the animation, but the nice command also triggers the animation. So there was previously it wasn't queuing them up. Now, okay, there, that fixed it. So what's happening? This preset effects, is queuing it up. Coaxed, welcome back to the stream. How you doing, friend? I hope you're doing absolutely wonderful. Welcome. Happy Monday. Kawaii Life. Happy Monday as well. I'm now converting to poise, rewriting small bits of my bot. Gotcha. Very cool. Very cool. If we add on the top, hang on. So we added a shadow on the bottom. If we add a lighter one on the top, we add a lighter color on the top, does that make it look really nice too? Let's find out. It might not. It might be too light. It might be too light, folks. It's interesting how the eye does these things. Find it fascinating how the eye does these things. Oh, you know what? The gray might actually look really good on the bottom side. We might have it backwards. This might need to be down here. Let's undo. Let's go back. Let's go back in time, folks. We're going back to the past. All right, we're going to try this down here. That might actually look really nice. It might look terrible. Found it hard to implement slow mode in vanilla. Interesting. It does add it a little bit. It's bleeding over too far. So we're gonna undo. It looked better as the black. Or at least I felt it did. Why are you filling? Run it back. That's right, Kawaii Life. We're running it back. There it goes. That looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. All right, so this is our Xbox controller. We'll put a D-pad over here for it as well. So our D-pad over there. So I gotta have, wondering if I could do it this way, make it a 4x4. I think it's gonna run into an issue if I try and do my D-pad. I could also just add it in, hang on. Can I just add in using, I wanna make it look like a button, but essentially if I just did a D-pad over here, that actually looks okay. What is this for? This is for the Chofu Land. I'm creating a controls screen. Creating a screen where it shows the player the controls and then the keyboard mapping. So on this screen here, there's going to be some arrows pointing to the buttons saying run, jump, and then left, right is going to be the movement controls. So this is just going to be our Tofu Land control screen. So we have this game here. And then on this screen here, we'll say what the controls are. And then these things just sort of get ignored. So we have analog here. There'll be an analog here, but those get ignored. So I'm just going to have this be on the screen. And maybe we can even shrink it. It's looking like this doesn't need to be as big. I'm going to move this here. Like that. Let's grab the bottom of this. Move that up. So it just looks a little bit, it'll fit on the screen a little bit nicer. It won't take as much screen. And let's fill this back in like that. So it still looks like an Xbox controller, but it's pretty clear that we're not using all of the controls. Fill. All right. I'm pretty happy with that. I am pretty satisfied with that controller. Now I just need to draw lines to it. And we can do that, I think, in our, let's move it down. I don't want it to be all the way in the top left. I want to have it out. Hang on. Controls are a little bit awkward. Got it. Have it be down here in the middle. And then we'll draw some lines to it. We're going to draw lines to this bad boy. It's going to say controls, and then it says here, and then it'll have a thing that says escape to edit controls. Escape to edit control. Gamepad supported. Press escape to set keybinds. This will be jump. This will be run. And then left, right, move left, move right. All right, let's see if we can do it. We need to have a mode title. We need a mode controls. Sort of when we start up the game, it's going to be in controls mode. And in our TIC here, we say if mode is controls, then, and then this will be else if. So controls here is going to do control here, and there's going to be a screen that gets displayed for controls. We'll come down here to function, controls. This will map, the position we have here is 210.102. So 210.102, magic numbers, 30 wide, 17 tall. So this is what our game screen will look like here. And I'm going to make it so that we 0, 0, no offset, and then 1, we'll make it, we need to do a clear screen here. Hang on. CLS 0. So now we have this controller here. Controls, and it'll say controls, press escape to set controls. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. What do we think? Do we like it better with this color in the background? Or do we like it better with this color in the background? Black? Do we like black background or blue background? Both look pretty good. I feel like I need a shadow on the side over here. Let's add a shadow there real quick. Let's see if the shadow on the side will look pretty good. Let's try this shadow over here. So I'm gonna make the shadow come around this way instead. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a little depth on this side, like that, and then we'll get rid of this shadow here. I like that. I can give it a little half shadow. What if we make these half shadows? Oh, yeah. Blue background, I agree. I think the blue background does look nice. Let's do a half shadow. I'm going to do a half shadow box. Blue background looks nice. Oh, sorry, I already read that. Let's do a half shadow. So a half shadow, we are doing this light gray color. So it's the medium gray color, but we can do a half shadow on it by basically coming down and saying half of this will be full. So let's see what the half shadow looks like. Oop, gotta make that blue. Fuel, welcome back to the stream. How you doing, friend? It's nice to see you. I did a demo around your song. Ooh, you got a link? You got a link for us? You have a link we can take a listen to? That looks pretty good. I'm gonna do a half shadow on the bottom as well. So half shadow on the bottom should be, we're gonna need, bottom is gonna be the darker color. Bottom will be darker color. So we'll do this one here, fill this first. We'll do the darker color on the bottom. Half shadow. The performance of the web browser is not the same as on desktop, so I'll tinker with it a bit more, make it run more smoothly. The most irritating thing about slow running is that the music also slows down. Ah, that's interesting. Oops. Here, like that. And then we'll do the, this should just be a full, like that. That looks pretty good. I'm liking it. So it sounds weird. Gotcha. I imagine, all right, so this is our controls. Let's shift this over a 1, 1. It's off, it's too much space over here. So let's come back here. Let's move it over. There, like that. Feels incorrect still. Did I only move it 1 pixel? I wish upon a star. Makes no difference who you are. But if you just shimmy and sham, eventually you'll end up with a UI that is reasonable. PS2 games in the frame rate in a nutshell, yeah. So we're gonna do tuna. I wonder if for browser performance, it's best to run in JS. I'm not sure, but I do enjoy Lua. I'm loving me some Lua. I'm really liking Lua. The one thing, here's the one thing I don't like about Lua. No types, of course, but I can get past that. I can get past that pretty quickly. The one-based indexing, I just can't get behind. Don't say array index. No, so fuel. Here's what it is. It's not that it's one-based array indexing. It's that Lua uses one-based array indexing, but TIC-80 uses zero-based array indexing. So I think that's what it is. Keybind, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. So Snabble, I think that is what keeps tripping me up, is that this wants the editor wants me to do everything by zero indexing, and then I switch to the code, and when I'm doing my own arrays and my own tables, everything is one index. So I think my brain messes up. Yeah, Snabble, I compiled this. I got this compiled. I got the source code building on Windows, and so I have the pro version right now. So we can switch to the different banks. I'm not doing that yet. But Keybind, how's it going, my friend? We are playing around. Yeah, the off by 1 errors are mildly irritating. We're playing around with the TIC-80 today, Keybind. It's going well. We are having a lot of fun with it. The TIC-80 is a little tiny computer. You know, I actually really like the simplicity of Lua is awesome. Here's an idea. You start index it by 0.05. It's true. There's an off by 1 error. It compiles to it doesn't compile to WASM. You can write in WASM. It's one of the options. Coax is telling a Snabble maybe doing it in WASM is an option. But we're making ourselves a little control thing here that shows the controls. Then use the bank surrounding for maximum. It's true. We could do that's a brilliant idea. Okay, so now I want to put a little arrow. I'm gonna have a little arrow come off here. So we're gonna use draw line. We're gonna use the draw line feature here. Let's come back to here. Make it a slightly more palatable on the eyes. here, edit our code over here. Let me shrink this down. Shrink this down here. So we just have our little preview. Have our little preview here, but I'll shrink it down a bit. So we can watch the controls. Moon is not a, Moon is saying doesn't like Lua, but that's, I tend to not like language. I think it's new to me. I wonder how the Lua is executed on the browser. In TIC-80 specifically, it's interpreted. So are you specifically asking about TIC-80? So in TIC-80, the way it works is it gets packaged with, basically it's running in WASM. There's a WASM version. There's a compiled WASM version of TIC-80, the actual whole program, and then it just is doing interpret. And so you have WASM running and interpreter on the Lua. So there's a Lua interpreter inside. So if we look at the source code of TIC-80, basically it builds out a WASM version, and then there's just an interpreter that's running. There's a Lua interpreter that is running. Do you know how the JS thing works? How if you have it in JS, same thing. Yeah, same exact thing. There's nothing smart going on. There's no, as far as I know, there's no special performance optimizations for any of them. If we go to the build, so come down to platformer example. Literally, there is a TIC-80 WASM, and this is essentially the whole assembly. The JavaScript here is just to do any screen-based stuff. So WASM has trouble can't interact with the DOM, can't modify the DOM. So the JavaScript here is literally just for manipulating the DOM. Okay. And then the entire program is this WASM, and the index here just like boots up the WASM, and there's these calls that go back and forth. So it turns out in the web it's pretty slow for that reason. Yeah. So in the web it's slow because it's sending so it does stuff in WASM and then sends message to JavaScript to update the DOM. And WASM DOM manipulations are incredibly slow because they're not native. They're non-native calls to update the DOM in WebAssembly. So it's slow, sadly. There's no way around that yet. Okay. I hit a button. How do I turn off blame? I always forget how to turn that off. Gotta just close the file and reopen it usually. Non-native meaning you have to make a call to JavaScript. So you have to essentially do a foreign function interface call to JavaScript to modify the DOM. So it doesn't run on the CPU. So WASM is actually running on your CPU. And then it has to stop for a moment, call out to a JavaScript, say, okay, now web browser, do a thing. It doesn't have a direct access to modify it. All right, so our controls here. Controls. Did I not save this? Believe save platformer.lua. Yes. All right. Have it in a repository. I need to stop editing the controls here. All right. Run it here. In C, that would be cast to an integer. Oh, it's true. Dances with dirt. That's true. Draw line. Let's go look at the API real quick. So I know how to draw the line. I don't have an API built in here. It doesn't know about those calls. So let's go look at the nest box here, or sorry, TIC-80 here. Code editor. Oh, not what I want. I want draw line. Ellipse. Is there not a draw line? There it is, line. It's just line. I wasn't sure if it was DL or not. All right, so we can do a draw line here. Dances with Dirt. Dirt, good morning, my friend. Welcome back to the stream. We got to take a break here in just a minute, folks. There's something going on. Hang on, real quick. We'll be back. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. The Captain Coder will return. I promise. I promise we'll be back. Hang tight, everybody. All right, everybody, sorry about that. Sorry about having to run off like that. We're back. We're back. Captain's back. Dancing with Dirt. Thank you for the compliments. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Dancing with Dirt. Sometimes I can be productive. Sometimes not so much. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not. But I'm glad you think so. And I'm glad you're here. So we are... What are we doing? What are we doing? We are making a control screen. A screen where it'll show what the controls for this game are. And I want to draw some arrows. I want to draw basically a little line and coming off of here. So on a line, it's two lines. One of the lines is going to come up. Oop, that's a box. It's going to come up. The other line is going to come across. And then it'll say move. And I want another arrow here that says, comes to this one, says jump. And then one that comes off says run. So that's what we're going to do here. That's what we're going to try and do. Nameless Coder. Nice to see you, my friend. Happy, what is today? Monday. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a beautiful day. But here we go. We got our line API here. Let's minimize this. Let's pull up our platformer code. Pull it down here. So it's line X, Y, X1, X0, Y0, X1, Y1. So our start and our end positions. So I want to have a line comes off to the left here and then down and over. So on our control screen, after we draw this, we're going to add something in. How the heck are you doing on this beautiful Monday, Nameless Coder? Hope you're having a beautiful day. Line. Let's start with... and we're gonna add in a plus X just so we can shimmy these things around. We'll do a line X here. Let's go 20 to let's do 0. This will be a little bit easier for my brain. 0, 0, and then this is gonna be, we need to go up, so it'll go over 20 and then minus 20 like this. I don't think it's going to be wide enough. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that we can adjust this line around. So if button T0, so this is saying if we're pressing the up button, y equals y minus 1. We'll set these out here. Y equals 0, x equals 0. And then we're going to find the correct spot using this. We'll turn on a debugger as well. If button P, and I hope that font's big enough for people to read there. If I need to make it bigger, let me know. It's a little small, I think. We'll make it that size. Button 1, then y equals y plus 1. If button P equals 2. Connie, welcome back to the stream. This is going to be left. If button 3, then x equals x plus 1, and I thought it wasn't good practice to use magic numbers. So these numbers are magic numbers, but they're hardware specific, Hyper. These are hardware specific. So 30 is the number of width. So it's a magic number. It's the width of the screen. It never changes. 17 is the height of the screen, so it never changes. So you can almost think of them as variables. I could write a variable for them as well. And maybe I will. But Connie, how the heck have you been? How are you doing? Won't that make your speed continuously increase? So this should be a button. This is saying, I don't know exactly, I think you mean your X and Y. This is saying it will change the position on the screen. So I'm going to do X, Y, X plus 20, y minus 20 here. True. Constable, true equals false. Don't do it. Snabble, why are you here? In my opinion, use is okay when you document them, pull them out in variables. These are just well documented. These are kind of magic numbers as well. The 210, 102 are magic numbers. So yes, they're pretty terrible magic numbers. All right, let's refresh here. I have 122. Oh, I have to give it a color. Try this color. Nothing. That's interesting. That it's not nothing's moving. Let's try. I'm gonna BX BY. Hang on. These might. I need to add a debug screen here as well so we can see them. These could very well be being set to 0 repeatedly, which would be weird. I don't understand why that would be the case. It shouldn't be. Let's try reloading here. 122 BX BY. In function line, gamepad 1-2 and function controls. Hang on, right here. Attempt to perform arithmetic on a nil. So BX and BY are not being set here. This is really weird. Got sick, so no work. I'm sorry to hear you're sick, my friend. Contractor was watching my stream from time to time, so more time to enjoy your stream. Well, enjoy. I'm glad. My colleagues and contractor are watching my stream from time to time. That's pretty cool. Are you saying that you're not streaming because you're worried they'll see you streaming and because you're sick? Or you're not streaming because you're sick? Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're hanging out. Folks, if you guys don't know, we have a couple. I should give some more shout outs here. Connie Dev, incredible streamer, developer. Check him out. If you got some links, feel free to drop them here for us, Connie. I need to give a shout out to Keybind. Someone remind me to give a shout out to Keybind. It would be strange calling in sick and then start streaming. A little bit. So it depends. Do you work remotely? The question is, do you work remotely? If you work remotely, it's strange. If you don't work remotely, like getting completely remotely. So yeah, if you're sick enough not to work remotely, you probably shouldn't be streaming for sure. What am I doing? Why BX is 0, BY is 0. BX, BY, BX plus 20, BY minus 20. Let's try something here real quick. 20. Okay. BX plus BY. And I move it around. What was going on here? Can I not do a minus 20? That was weird. Okay, so I can do that. I wanted to... Yeah, I can explain what I'm trying to do. Good question. True. Is there how do I get into my outline? I want to... Give me just a second. Debug text. I want to print my BX BY. I'm working on Nerd Waffle. Welcome back to the stream. So what am I working on? What are we doing today? We are playing. This is a game I'm making. We are creating. We're creating a screen to show the game controls. We're creating a screen to show the game controls, and so I need to draw a line here. My plan is to draw a line from here to here. And then have the words show up down here saying that, oh, this is move, and then jump and run. So we have a move, a jump, and a run. So up here is, it's maybe the chat's blocking it. This is the game output. And we have a game here. So we're making Tofu Land. Tofu Land is the game we're making. It's a class project. I'm expanding it further. I'm continuing to expand it. Mr. Waffle. I don't know what that means. But yeah, that's what we're working on. Tofungus Land, maybe something like that. But let's go down to where mode. If I started on play here, a title. Just wait to nerd. Oh, Mr. Waffle, yeah. So we have Tofu Land. It's this game here. So we have it's basically a full game that you can play here. We made it this week. And I'm just making the control scheme. So the screen that shows the controls. Your father, did you hire a father to follow you around? Look, sometimes Sometimes you gotta hire, I know you didn't say father, but sometimes you just want to hire a father. So mode is control. So when the game starts up, I want to make sure that the player knows what the controls are. I want to make sure the player knows what the controls are, so we're doing that here. So controls, I'm programming the control screen right now. And so I'm getting this line to show up here. Let's do -10. I don't like how long that is there. Let's try 57, 78, like that. Let's add in 40, make it a little bit longer. Like that, so we can have it pointing here, have this pointing here. Let's try a different color, one of our different colors. Orange, yellow. Maybe I need to do 2 lines, one with a little bit of to give it a little bit of a oomph to it. Oomph to it. Green is what I was originally thinking, but green, let's go look at what color is our dark green? I was almost there. Color 6. Color 6 is our dark green. I was so close. I was so close. So yeah, it's gonna have a little thing pointing here. Maybe I'll add a second line right below it. To BY -1, -11. To give it a little bit of a border. It needs to be +1, +1. -9. Exclamation point is not a minus sign. What am I doing wrong here? +1. There we go. So we have a little line here, says move. We're gonna have the word move down here. All right, so we have 36. So here's some more magic numbers for you. 36, 75, 36, 75, 36, 75, 36, 75. There we go. So that's hard coded in there. We're going to add some text next that says move. Print. Move. This is going to be at position BX, BY, so that we can adjust it, and we'll make it be white, which I believe is 12, another magic number. Move. There we go. Move. Like that. And then we can do this, give it a little border as well. +1. +1. Move. There we go. What are you saying? Swifty5, Shiggy Shave, Shift Swifty5. Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. 57, 78, 57, 78. There's our move. All right, so, oops. I got that wrong. I got that wrong. The Y. I didn't look at our... Sorry, this is supposed to be 2079. 2079. 2079. Boom. Now I got the move there. Lots of progress on Moonvania. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm glad to hear that. All right, we're going to add another arrow here to the A button and the B button. So the B button will say jump. The A button will say run. So we need a few more lines here. This line, I can have the same style of line. Let's just get this back to BX, BY. We might need to make it longer, but we'll find out. Sorry, BX, BY, BY should be this one, BX. BY, BX. We got geometry going on here. Not really. BX, BY. And folks, before I forget, I want to make sure I give a shout out here to Keybind, working on a VPN. What have you been working on, Keybind? I haven't been over there in a few, since our collab, sorry. Maybe I've been in there a few times since then, but are you still working on, I mean, I think you're always kind of working on it. Keybind is creating a VPN, Niceland VPN. Be for sure to check it out. We got to make you a command. Increasing performance on the MIPS chipset. Nice, nice. This one's going to be our jump here. So 168, 56, 168, 56, 168, 56, 56, 168, 56, 160, 168. There, my brain needs them to be lined up. Needs them to be lined up. Boom. There we go. And then we need to print jump. Jump. And we'll switch this back to BX. BX. BY. Bye, bye, bye. We'll reload it. Drambox, all those points. All those points. I still think Moonez got you, though. I think Moonez got you beat still a little bit. Gonzo, welcome back to the stream. Gonzo, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? But oops, Moonez says, oops, I got too many points. Too many points. All right, so this will be 238. Gonzo, I'm so glad you're here, my friend. We missed you. We missed you. How you doing, buddy? One more trivia question. I'm first. I'm first. All right. All right. I need a trivia command. I need a trivia command. Come for coding. Stay for the boy band singing. I know. I need a top 10. There is an exclamation point rank. Exclamation point rank exists. Okay. Trivia question. Trivia question. All right, trivia question. Okay, here, Dramox. Do you want? You got we need an exclamation point trivia command. All right, do we want? And I need to have a stack of I need to come up with trivia. Do you want Captain Coder trivia? So trivia about Captain Coder. Do you want Captain Coder trivia? Do you want? So like Captain Coder lore type trivia, or let's see, what other type of trivia? Or do we want, if you just want free points, all right. All right, so for 10,000 points, I'm okay drinking my morning amargo. And you, what magic are you doing here? I am drinking, this is a decaffeinated chamomile tea. Chamomile, lemon, and just a hint of agave. So good. We are working on a control screen for our game, so the player knows the controls. Yeah, it is camel tea. Camel tea. Camel tea. It's delicious. We are working on creating a control screen for our player. So we're making a screen here. When the game starts, it's going to say controls. It's going to say controls, and it says escape to set controls. And then A, B. So that way we know the player has the buttons. They know that there's two buttons. They know how to get to the controls. Escape to set controls. This is actually run. This should say run, not jump. Run. Run. But, all right, so we got some Captain Coder trivia. Captain Coder trivia. Run, I want it to be... I actually want this to be slightly higher, I think. Let's try minus 20, minus 19. And then I want it to be shorter. I don't know why that didn't... Oh, there it goes. I want this to be shorter. Let's try plus 20. 30 might be the right answer. 30. Boom. 30. Run. There we go. Let's shimmy this up a hair. Run. Try 32. All All right, so Captain Coder trivia. Captain Coder trivia. I say this a lot whenever it's been asked this many times. Which board game is Captain Coder's favorite board game? Which board game is Captain Coder for 10,000 10,000 Captain Coder points? Which board game is Captain Coder's favorite board game? Mooniz has a question. So we got one guess, Heroescape. Heroescape. If it's not, it should be. That's true. Mooniz has a question. Which board? That's cheating. Dungeons and Dragons. Good. That's another guess. So we got Heroescape, we got Dungeons and Dragons. Anyone else have a guess? Anyone else has a guess? This is where like the polls will be. I can give you some options. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'll make it multiple choice. Profits. Welcome back. The question for 10,000 Captain Coder points. For 10,000 Captain Coder points. Which board game is Captain Coder's favorite board game? For 10,000 channel points. Which board game is Captain Coder's favorite board game? Connie, yeah, with the assembled deck assembler. Prof says Risk. Moonez says Terraforming Mars. Nerdwaffle says Heroescape or Mage Wars. Devro says D&D. Any other guesses? Any other giggity guesses? Any other? I've said it many times on stream. I've been asked this many times. Let's see. Dragon Strike. Ooh. Dragon Strike. Where's Dragon Strike? Dragon Strike over here. That's a good one. Is it my favorite game, though? So we got Dragon Strike as a guess. Any more guesses? Dragon Strike, Risk, Poorly Assembled Deck Assembler, Terraforming Mars, D&D, Heroescape, Mage Wars. These are all good. These are all games that Minecraft the board game. I don't even own that game. Drama says Dragon Strike or Descent. You have to pick one. Life, the board game. All right, so Nerdwolf, you going with Heroescape? You going with Mage Wars? Drama's going with Dragon Strike? Or you going with Descent? Han So High says Life, the board game. Which one are you guys choosing? You got to lock in your answer now. I need to have an answer command so we can lock them in. Captain Coder, the board game. Maybe we need to make one. Folks, if you guys don't know, I am making the Poorly Assembled Deck building game. We have physical copies. I'm going to be saying, folks, I know I keep saying I'm going to send them out to people. We will. Nameless Coder saying Descent. Dramel, you got to pick one. Dragon Strike or Descent. Nerdwaffle, Mage Wars is yours? Mage Wars or Heroescape? All right. Nerdwaffle's going with Mage Wars. Dramel's going with Descent. All right, you guys ready? I need a drum roll sound. My Captain Coder's favorite board game of all time. Last chance to get it in. Favorite board game of all time is Descent, Journeys in the Dark, first edition. I should have made you guys say which edition because there's 3 editions. But Journeys in the Dark, first edition, Descent. I have thousands and thousands of hours playing that game. First edition, Journeys in the Dark. I have all of the expansions for it. If you look on my shelf is overwhelmed by Descent expansions, Descent boxes. It's all over the place. Descent is my favorite game, so points. Dramulks, 10,000 points. And then also Nameless Coder, 10,000 points. Congratulations on that Captain Coder Trivia Deep Lore. Howard, I love the bone conduction headphones, keybind. I love the bone conduction headphones. They're fantastic. They're not I don't notice a quality difference. People have said that the quality is less than if you have over the ears. I can't stand over the ear headphones. They hurt my ears. And having earphones all the way in, drive me crazy. I can't stand having them in there, and they always get like gross and like they're not too bad. You got to keep them. You got to keep cleaning them. Maybe it's just I have gross ears. I don't know. I wash my ears in the shower every day. But dude, I used to hate headphones. I wear these all the time. I walk around. I sleep in these. I know my girlfriend can't sleep in hers. I sleep in these. Yeah, I love them so much. I sleep in them. So the funny thing is at night I wear earplugs, and then you have them on and you can hear so well. You can hear it so well. Yeah, I don't like the ones in the ear. I love these. Highly, highly recommend. Be happy to send you a the ones I have are called open move shocks. So this is the one I have. They've really come down in price. So that's a good sale right now. This is the one I have. They stay on. You can flip around upside down on them. Great for rock climbing. I guess they have no chance. They same. If you listen to them loud, just like with the way your ear still produces the sound is the same way normal headphones do. So if you turn them up too loud, you can damage your ears just like you could. And Hanso, hi, welcome back to the stream. It's nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. Well, we're here chitty chatting. You guys probably already know him. Probably already love him. But be sure to give Prophets TV some love. Prophets TV, variety streamer, World of Warcraft experts. Fun little place to hang out. Don't hesitate over there. You're also on Live Space, is that right? Live Space. I've been thinking about streaming over there. Live Space. No, Space Live. What is it called? What is Live Space? Here it is. Live Space seems like a pretty good place to stream. So, I've been watching some people over here. So one of the things that's cool about here, there aren't categories. There's just tags. So I've thought about doing some streaming over here. Some really fun little streams I've seen on this side. Are you still streaming over here, Prophets? How do you feel about Live Space as a streaming platform? Do you like it? It's either turning up too much and had a friend who thought the audio was too low, so he went max on to get a good volume for after a few hours. Yeah, so it's like having music in the background, so you don't want to turn them up. It's just, yeah, exactly, Munis. It's up and coming and friendly so far. Yeah, I've seen a few things. I've been thinking about doing some cross streaming because right now I cross stream to YouTube, but I was thinking Live Space might be a good place as well. The features over there seem nice too. All right, we're drawing some lines. We're building this screen out. We got to add one more line here. One more line for our jump. Coming across this way. There. So let's come into our drawing here. So this is our print. All right. Line. Let's copy. Let's copy this. Switch this back to BX. BX. You wanna BY. You wanna BY a BX today. BX. BX. BY. BY. It needs to go down, so we'll have the Y increasing now. Like that. You had a BMX? One of them BMX spikes? Too far. Too far! Alright, let's simmer this down. Not long enough. Needs to be a little bit longer. Let's go 5 pixels longer. What do we think about that? There we go. And this will say jump 162.70. 162.70, please. That'll be 162.70, please. 70, 162. And a 70 and a 162. It looks pretty good. Moon is, I do like that they don't have categories, they have tags. Are there any viewers there? Yeah, that's the real question. I've seen viewers there. That's another thing. I have seen viewers over there. Certainly not as popular as Twitch, right? And this jump. But it's about casting that net. Cast that net far and wide. I broke it. This should be BX and BY. Yump. There we go. 199 and 83. 199, 83. Okay. There we have it. There we have it. All right, so now I need to put controls. Controls at the top. The word controls. Print. I should write a function like this. Function. Print. Shadow. Print sh. What do you guys think? Print sh. Message. And then color maybe. If color is nil, then color is equal to 12. That would be white end. And then we should be able to just still this here. So I'm printing with a shadow. Oh, we have to give it an X and a Y. X, Y. This will be X, Y, X, Y, color. And this will be message. Message. Should a pair of bone conductors. Hope they're as good as you said. I love them. Look, I loved them so much. I got my girlfriend to start wearing them. Who else is wearing them now? My girlfriend's wearing. Several people I know are wearing them now. And then we can do function line sh, and this will be x0, y0, x1, y1, color. And then we draw the line. I don't know why I gotta copy this, but we'll copy it. So this becomes x0, y0, x1, y1, color, x0, y0, x1, y1 plus 1. And so let's switch this to shadow. Line sh, 162, 70, 162 plus 35, 70 plus 10, 6. No change. No change. All right. Same as Campton sent, black ones. Nice. I like them a lot. Line sh, 168, 56, 168 plus 30, 56 minus 26. Print sh, run 232. No broken. Line sh, 3675, 36 plus 40, 75 minus 10, 6. And then this becomes print sh. Boom. Okay, now I want to do a print sh controls. Tofu controls. Tofu controls. X, BX, BY. So we should be able to put tofu controls here, sort of up above it. 80, let's try 80, 80 and 8. Feels too far to the right, maybe. What do you guys think? If I put it to the left a little bit, then I don't have to worry about it being centered. Tofu controls. Tofu controls 80 and 12. 80, 12. Surprisingly, 82 feels right. I think it's because of the shadow on the right side of it. I guess the question for profits is, can you set up the music to go to two different audio outputs? I guess that's the real question. Okay. And then I want a last one that says print sh press escape. So this is an interesting one. Escape key. Press escape to set controls. Or maybe I have a thing that says options. I wonder if options is, let's see here. Let's see if options, I'm curious if we can get, okay, so there is a button to get to options. There is a button to get to options on the controller as well. So we might need to put this little button in here to get the controllers, but it's press escape to set escape for options. BX, BY. Press escape to set controls. That looks pretty good. 52, 121. 52, 121. So you can get to options here. We could also do what the main thing I wanted to do is have the key binds set up here. I might make this say left and right. So one thing I want to do here is say like this is the U key. This is whatever the keys are bound to, which is the whole reason I put this together. So I actually might make this be left and right, run, jump, and then move here. But these I can pull out here. I have a function, controls, and we'll say this is jump. I think I set it up to do this. Crashed. No value controls. Did I not pull? Or is it case insensitive? Interesting thought. Oh, I didn't actually pull it over. Let's pull this over. There we go. So now it will actually pull the controls out of how you actually have them bound. How they're actually bound in your configuration. Let's go to run. And then this would be controls run. Like that. So it'll actually say whatever keys you have set up here for on keyboard. And now I'm feeling like we need to shift it over a little bit to the left. Everything feels like it needs to get shifted to the left a few pixels. But now if I come in here and I change my key bindings, the whole reason I want to do this is setting up the key bindings here. Because by default, they're set up weird, Z and X, I believe. But I want to make sure that, yeah, so now those will update on this screen here. Tofu controls. Press escape to set controls. And I might also make the symbol here that says options, and then you can get to it and I'll say escape to set controls. But yeah, we have our controls here. All right, so now that we have this screen, let's come back here. We can get rid of these. Get rid of these. Instead, now we have if button pressed for then mode equals title. And there we go. I just wanted to make sure that we have this. Now if I press, let's set our key binds again. Set up gamepad, U and I is what I have been using. The game starts. All right, let's turn off the debug. But when we start up, we go to the tofu controls. Everything feels, yeah, because it's so cramped over here. I need to move these to the left now. I need to move everything to the left a couple, like 8 pixels. Twitch and the DMCA companies don't have the capacity to scan all the live streams there first. So many people do this. Yeah, so the live streams you can't, but true, but it's not legal. Yeah, it's why I tend to use Streambeats. I personally use Streambeats or music that I'm allowed to use. Music that I've written, maybe some of Proton's music. Proton's music's got me DMCA'd a little bit though. So I don't use it. Trim. I stopped playing Proton's music because I'd get DMCA'd by it. Even though it was like his chiptune versions. Technically that's still, not allowed. Okay, so I want to come into my map editor here. The controller needs to be shifted. So a couple things. I don't need to actually shift the whole controller. I could do the following. Let's do the following. Let's run this again. Let's come over to our controls. Like this, controls. And we can have a BX and BY here. I need to put I wish I hadn't taken the BX and BY out. I'm gonna have to add it back in now. Controls. When you say good, you say you don't like stream beats? No bangers, that's true. I would agree with that. You could also just not have music. That's another option. But it's nice to have something just in the background. You could also play music in your head. Like I'm playing music right now and you guys can't hear it. And then it's set up where it starts playing here. I want you guys to be able to hear what's going on over there. You can also purchase, I know that you can purchase, I forget, someone sent me this, Stream Safe, you can purchase, you have to purchase it though. Music, you can get a license for some old video game music. Napalm Codes, happy Monday, my friend. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? How are you on this beautiful Monday? I hope you're having a beautiful Monday. If button P here, we do that. I want to shift everything over by a little bit. Let's turn our debug back on. Debug on. Controls. And I'm going to put this at 0. The Y doesn't need to be adjusted, just the X. You can have playlist on Bandcamp. Why have I 17 here? This would be BX. And then let's try, everything needs to get shifted by BX. This is super annoying. That everything's gonna have to be shifted by BX. BX plus, 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 BX plus. We're shifting everything else by a little bit. BX plus, and we'll say if button P 2, then BX equals BX minus 1. If button P3, then BX equals BX plus 1. And let's try that. So we can shift it over a little bit so we have the position that we like. -7, -8 seems to be pretty good. Let's go with -8. All right, and we'll do BX equals -8. Working out my elementary covering CT images, and there are some 3D-ish elements to it. Gotcha. I just record Captain when he sings and use those. Thank you for saying that. I have a bean water cup. I'm protected from the DMCA. It's true. It's true. Protected from Captain Coder's lawyers. My rock star lawyers. All right, there we go. I broke it. My debug should go to false. There we go. All right, so there's our start screen. Tofu controls. Just so you have it. In the parentheses here, it's showing the keys here. So let's do a build. Let's do a build just to see what this looks like. Close game. Export HTML tofu land. All right, so let's do a build. Because the default build, you can't set the default controls. It's one of the things that I'd like to improve about their tool. It's one of the things I'd like to improve about their tool. So we have in this terminal, let's open up a new terminal here. Let's make it their docs. We're gonna move tofu land to docs. Elite Storm Striker, is that the star formerly known as Elite Stomper? Elite Storm Striker, welcome back. Lua, we've been doing it for about a week here. I'm teaching a class. My students asked me to teach some Lua. And so my students asked me to do so. And that's what we're doing. So I'm putting together some class projects, doing some Lua stuff, having some fun with it. But Elite Storm Striker, how the heck have you been? Welcome back to the stream. I wanted my git ignore. I wanted to ignore star.zip files. Let's do a git add here. Let's see what we're adding. Yeah, that all looks good. Git commit -m chore add controls control screen to start of game. Go ahead and push that up there like that. For combat routines, bot for WoW. Gotcha. Yeah, Lua is very commonly used in a lot of scripting, like modding scripting. I'm using it with the TIC-80 here. All right, let's deploy. Let's do a git. Did I already push? I think I already pushed it. All right, is this repository is not public? It should be. GitHub. I'm gonna order. Mooniz, you gotta lower your standards. Mooniz, your standards for music are too high. Your standards for music are too high. You gotta lower those standards. Yeah, Tofu Land here should be public. The default is private. Change visibility to public. I understand. You gotta use. Hang on. Cancel. Hang on, folks. We gotta authenticate. Science Balint, how you doing, friend? How you doing, Science? Folks, if you guys don't know the incredible Science streams, educator, entertainer, scientist, does it all. Go check out Science, folks. Give him some love. Science, what have you been up to? Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well. All right. Doing okay. I'm doing absolutely fabulous. Any day I can wake up and code. It's a beautiful day, and today is no different than any of the other days. And it's especially nice because, Science, you're here. You're here. You're satiating me. You're satiating me. For briefly, we have a brief reprieve of satiation. A brief reprieve of satiation. So we're going to turn this into a page here. So I've come into GitHub Pages. And I have GitHub Pages here. I'm telling it that I want from my main branch, the docs folder is where we will deploy from. If I lower my standards, I might as well just play fart sounds all day. I require the good vibes. Look, Mooniz, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. All right. Might as well play fart noises. There's another one you can like generate AI generated music is interesting. Like copyright free AI generated music is an interesting option as well. All right, we're gonna wait for this to deploy and then we're gonna test it out. Tofu land. It's deploying. It's deploying, folks. Are you ready? And then I can put this on, we'll put it on itch. We'll put it on the itch.io as well. And then we're basically ready to go. Basically ready to go. Something I do like about the TIC-80 Pro version, something I really like is this format. This file format is really nice for, all the stuff gets converted to text. So it's really nice for GitHub, for repositories, for diffing. Really cool. All right, deployed, complete. Here we go. Let's give it a shot, folks. Click to play. So here's the whole thing. The default controls. Hello? That's interesting. That's really interesting. That did not... Failed to load resource cart.tic. It didn't put, I have a git ignore that is ignoring this cart.tic. I see. So I need to do into my docs. Kovalaki, how you doing, friend? Git add cart.tic. And I have to use -f. Commit -m. Sure. I could do an amend. And then we'll just amend that there. And then we have to do a force push, git push F. There we go. All right, now we gotta wait for it to deploy again. If you click that link, you're just gonna go, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, sorry. Sorry, Kovalaki, how you doing on this beautiful Monday? Hope you're having a beautiful day. What have you been up to, Kovalaki? Anything fun? Anything dumb? Anything smart? I gotta know. What have you been doing? Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Let's see here. Waiting for it to deploy again. Shouldn't take too long. Big fan of GitHub pages. Makes things nice and easy. Set up a GitHub action that when I do a push, we could have it automatically build. Trying to learn Salt. I haven't heard of Salt. What is Salt? Here we go. Okay, so it boots up here. That's nice. Tofu controls run. See how it says X run and jump Z? Now we can go into our controls so basically set up gamepad here. A, I like to be this one. B is this one. Save mapping. So we have our move and our run. Maybe I need to have this say up, down, left, right as well. So that way we know. Maybe I need to have it up, left and right. Left and right are the real two controls. Left and right. And ACL DevOps tool. What is it? What does the DevOpsing of it do? So we have Tofu Land. All right, folks, it's deployed. You can play it. You can hate it. You can love it. You can hug it. You can put it in a box. You can put it in a box. Send it on its way. Boop. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. You can crush some beanies. You can collect some orbs. You can get spiked. Ugh. Apparently I'm bad at this game again. Oh. Try again. Try again. Put it in a tiny box, Smab! I'm looking forward to having to put it in a tiny box. Put it in the tiny box. We added in I don't know if you saw. I'll show you in just a second here. We added a nice. Too bad. Gotta wait. Right timing. And now. Oh, too sad. All right. Now. Oh. Geometry Dash, eat your heart out. That's right. Automation IT management. So it's it's like a CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment tool. There we go. Woo! Got on my last life. I almost died. Snap, we added this when the game boots up. We added this to the screen. So this is what we did today. So that people, and we added in code that peaks to see whatever you have your A and B button configured to. I was thinking we might need to add that for moves. So it'll say like WASD controls, because by default they're up, down, but I'm hoping when, people know escape to set controls, they'll know, oops, not what I meant to do. They'll go in here and say, like, oh, okay, set up gamepad, up, down, left, and right are set to keyboard. So at least they'll know how to get there. Last life, I'm sure I saw an if Captain Coder equals infinite lives in there somewhere. You did, it's true. But it just doesn't know. I haven't added in the facial recognition detection yet. Alex the Kid. I'm not familiar with that. No. Reminds me of Alex the Kid in Simple. No, I haven't heard of that one. But yeah, I think we're ready to deploy this. I might want to edit the level a little bit. The hard level I might want to actually make a little bit more interesting. So it's right now it's just a clone here. I might want to make it a little bit more interesting to play, because it's not that interesting to play the second level. It's harder for sure, but I'm thinking of making it even harder. No, we'll leave it. I think I gotta be done. Let's go ahead and put this up on Itch. Let's go ahead and upload this to Itch. Yeah. Itch.io. Let's go to our dashboard. The game's ready to go. We're going to go ahead and publish it, Tofu Land. Where's the create new? Create a new project. Oh, we got to get screenshots, Tofu Land. It is a what's a good tofu? I was gonna say cook or be cooked world. It's a cook or be cooked world. Sure. It's a game. It's downloadable. It's actually a web project. Let's add in. I guess I'll put released. That seems fine. No donations. Let's upload our file here. It's over in our Git. Let's come over here. Git Captain Coder org Tofuland. Docs Tofuland. There we go. The size. What is the embed size of this? It's 240 by 136. 136. So let's do 480. 480, is that right? 240 times 4, maybe 960. All right, so 960. 960 by 540, 136 times 4. Do I have that wrong? Is it 134? Is it 130? Let's try 544 is interesting. We'll see what that looks like. Let's save and view page, just to make sure it loads in here properly. Missed opportunity, Eggland next, maybe? I get an error trying to run this new version. What is the error? I'm curious what the error is. It runs in the... Does it run in your web browser? It could very well be on your RGB 30. It could be that this is built off this. It is built off the stable branch. It's built off the stable branch. No code changes, but it's built off the stable branch. So it may be that it's built. There's some issue with it being the. So it is using the pro version. It is using the build version. I could switch. Let's try something. I'm gonna try loading this into the old version and re-exporting it for you. Give me a few minutes to get this going. Just want to make sure that this looked okay. Tofu Land. Oh, it sort of like goes full screen when you click into it. Oh, this is the wrong page here. You gotta run. There's a run button. Don't forget to run. Strong bed. Kilton Ninja greets. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. How goes the coding adventure? It's going. You got to make sure you click the run button. That's the biggest thing. Make sure you click the run button. If we set this to scale, there it goes. Integer scale off would be what I would want. There. So I might need to. I need to when I build. I need to set it to the integer scale off. I think 'cause by default it's there. Kilton Ninja, I hope you're doing well as also. Anonymous, welcome back to the stream. And Strongbad, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. It doesn't work. The jump doesn't work. Jump should work. Hang on. The run button. You can't have two key presses at once. Why not? Why can't you have two key presses at once? How do you move? Hold run. All right, and press jump. All right, here, we'll try it. Doesn't work for you. All right, so if I'm not running, I can't make this one. So it's not possible to make this one. You have to run. Does run work by itself? So if you hold run, does it work for you, Strong? You gotta hold run and press jump at the same time. I don't know why that doesn't work for you. Retroarch string 120 attempt to concatenate nil value field run. Right at startup. That is super weird. At startup, okay. I wonder if I have, because there is a run. Ah, it's this. It's related to the controls. All right. What's happening is I got this controls method. Here, let's not edit the code here. It doesn't like when I do that. It's this. Thank you for helping me test this out. My guess is that these key codes might not work on your RetroArch because there's no keyboard associated with it. Maybe? Line 120. Let's go to line 120. To line 120. Yeah. So it's definitely, my guess is that when it goes to look up those keys, they don't exist. That's interesting. Are you just running it in the web browser, Strunk? What web browser are you using? Kilda says, doing good, man. Fighting with trying to learn about simple async plus fire plus forgot stuff today. Wrecking my head, but still chopping away Chrome. I'm running it in Chrome. It's interesting that you're having trouble with it. So I think I must have, I need to, it's weird that this isn't cross-platform. It's weird that this isn't cross-platform. Attempt to concatenate a nil field. Attempt to concatenate a nil value. It must be in here. Let's test it real quick. Smab, let's test it real quick. I'm going to replace these without the controls. Maybe only change the controls for your environment. I don't understand. I don't understand that statement. Let me take that off. Take that off here. Make sure I'm not calling this anywhere else. No. All right. I'm assuming this is what's going on here. Just for your web publisher and not for everyone. Yeah. So I'm gonna send this to you. It should work in the reason I want this is so people know what buttons are the default buttons there. But I could take it out here. Let's do this real quick. Let's build it. The collision puts a delay on the run and jump. That's I have not noticed it on my end. Let me say I have not noticed it on my end. When I hit the wall, the collision puts a delay on the run and jump. Oops, I meant to go to close game. Export this. Let's rebuild it. So at the start, go to the first wall on the right. All right. I get no delay. I get no delay. Hold, run, and right on the right. Hold, run, then hit jump. I have no issues. I'm holding run. In the web browser? Let me try it in the web browser. I wonder... Let me redeploy this for you real quick, Smab. Move or copy. No, this is the wrong one. Why do I have so many? Oh, I'm in the wrong instance of that. Copy tofu land here. Unzip tofu land. All. Git add. Chore update cart to not use controls. In a minute, Smab, it should get deployed. Loving the old school scrolling grid. I didn't make this. I wish I was cool enough. I didn't make that. It comes, it's default. It's built there. It comes by default. I hold X and right, then hit jump. I hold X. I hold X and right. I'm holding those down. I can show you my keyboard. I'm holding all of those things down. I'm holding run, the right key, and I press jump. Yeah, I get no delay. All right, Smap. So there's an issue, and I'm wondering. It just stands there. My guess is on that particular platform, and I'll have to look into it. That the bindings are different. Or there's maybe it's that there's nothing. Oh, you know what it probably is, Smab? I bet that those things are set to nothing. I bet those things are set. I bet that's what's going on. Here, I bet I know what's going on. I bet I can reproduce that. Just stands there. I'm sorry to hear that, Strong, but I don't, since I can't reproduce it, it's hard to figure out what exactly is going on. Okay, so I bet if I clear this mapping, now it's going to be nil. Now it's going to be nil, and it's going to crash. There it is. That's the bug. That's the bug, is that there's no keyboard mapping there. So in controls, I need to say if this is nil. Or something. What is going on here? Have you rebound your keys, Strong? Controls. I done did it. You done did it. You did it, Smab. You beat it. You beat it. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear it. So run here is coming back with no. What I need to do is controls. On easy, gotcha. Controls. Sea turtles. Controls like this. And then run CTRL is going to be equal to, kind of need to do controls. It's coming back as nil. Oh my goodness. Probably better if cart.tic is called tofuland. That is, yeah, so that is when it builds, it just saves it as cart.tic. So I don't have control over that. I don't have control over that in the build. BK asks, do you know what the difference is between yield and return on JavaScript? Is it the same as Java? I'm looking online, but they seem to be identical. So yields let me make sure I'm correct here. Doesn't actually exit the function. It's usually used for asynchronous or iterators. So we have this function here. This function doesn't return, so you can use it in a loop. Yeah. So this example might make it, so yield doesn't exit the function. Yeah. Yield doesn't exit the function. It just returns a value and says later on. So it's like a stream. Yeah, it's in C#, they're IEnumerables. Okay. I'm working with controls. Or Strong, I'm so sorry it's not working for you. If you get a screen capture of it, let me know. Even better if you get a screen capture with it having like on-screen keyboard so I can see what the keyboard is doing. Those Eli 5 docs, yeah. Good old Eli. Eli explained it to us into the best of the abilities. And this is going to be controls equal, hang on. Is there a hotkey to get outline? The outline view here is going to be super helpful when doing TIC-80 stuff. I want to go down to, this is not helpful. Collapse all. It's a little helpful. Controls. All right. So we want to say key codes of peak. That's going to put a nil here. A nil here. Okay. So now if I go up to controls. Okay. So I'm just going to do jump key is equal to Can't do a concatenate on it. Controls of jump. Run key is controls of run. When you do an if statement here, it's going to say equals nothing. We say if controls of jump is not equal to nil, then we get controls, and it'll change this to CTRLs. Yeah, Smab, thank you so much for that. That's super helpful to know. Super helpful to know. And that behavior makes a lot of sense. Similar with run key. So I press jump to leave the setup screen. Escape doesn't go, so yeah, the setup screen, you have to press jump to leave the setup screen. You have to press jump to leave the setup screen. That's actually correct. It's just, I want to make sure people know that they can get to the options. There's actually, you can't actually get to the option screen. Maybe jump to play. It's just, there's too much information to add to the screen. Goob, how you goobin'? How you goobin' today? Goob, welcome back. Happy to have you here, my friend. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Are you having a beautiful day? If not, that's okay. But I hope you're having a beautiful day. What are you up to, my friend? Got anything fun planned for the week, for the month, for the year? All right, so now it won't crash if we have that there. Set up gamepad, up, down, left, right. A, B. Don't need an X here. How do can I clear that one? There's no clear button. Save that mapping. We come back. There we go. There we go. Part of me. Work. And me too. I'm back to work here today as well. I'm excited to be back teaching. I love my job. I hope everyone someday gets to have a job they love. Clayman, it's going well. We missed you this morning for your first. We missed you for the first. I'm sorry we missed you, my friend. How are you doing? The game's coming along. We're doing this this setup screen here, or this control screen here. It's the Clermern. It's the Clermern. It's true. Folks, do you guys know Clayman Dev? I'm sure you guys know. The Clayman, incredible streamer developer. Defender of the Earth from the Moon people. Defender of the Earth from the Moon people. Real life comes on in the way sometimes. But folks, be sure to give Clayman some love. If you don't know him, you should get to know him. We love the Clayman. We love the Clayman. So, move, and I'm going to put down, I think in parentheses, I want to put up, down, left, right. Up, down, left, right. So, below the word move, I want to show him. Quite literally the best person called Clayman that I ever heard of. It's true. It's true. I can concur with that. I can concur that sentiment there. Put move, and then here we'll put the controls. The controls here. Controls. And basically left key is equal to empty. Right key is equal to empty. And then we're going to do the same thing we did down here. And it feels like maybe it's time for something here, but we'll say if the control key is left. They don't do anything. They don't do anything, Smab. It's just left and right. Left key. Like that. And then right. If there were ladders or something, they might, but they're just not used. This is why I think a lot of old games used to have the jump key be up. Clayman, it is. I'm kind of liking it. I think it might just because it's super new to me. It's super new to me. And I think I'm liking it with the TIC-80. I'm liking it with TIC-80. The what can I say? What can I say? The give me a second. My brain can do it. My brain can do it. It is a popular modding language. It is a popular language for doing game mods, and I understand why. It's really easy to drop into places. So what I will say about it, it feels like I'm programming in C. The way the language, the simplicity of the language, I feel like I'm programming in C. It doesn't have anything crazy. C, but with dictionaries and hash maps easily available. It doesn't have anything fancy. It doesn't have anything fancy. It's very bare bones. And I think that makes it a really popular choice for modding. And it's essentially made to be embedded. It's made to be embedded into other languages. So I find it incredibly simple. The language is incredibly simple. I actually kind of want to write a parser for it. I think it could be a very good candidate for a simple language that you parse and compile. Parse and compile. Yeah, I feel like it's a very straightforward, simple language. It doesn't come with a bunch of bells and whistles. And so there's something really nice and simple about it. It's incredibly tiny is the other thing. All right, so we're going to say move keys is going to be equal to nothing. But then we're going to say if, actually, move keys is going to be equal to... This one's trickier because I want to combine the two in here. Combine the two in here. Dot left key. Dot right key, but these might just be unset. Right key. Dot like that. Where have I gone wrong? Oh, where have I gone wrong today? Oh, I have an extra parenthesis. There we go. So it has A and D as my left and right. There's a complete BNF in Lua docs. Lua BNF. It's such a simple... Look how tiny this grammar is. It's almost as simple as Tiny Basic. It's almost as simple as Tiny Basic. So this grammar is so small. Look how small this grammar is. Compared to something like JavaScript BNF. Let's see. Is there a BNF grammar openly available? BNF for a small subset of JavaScript. So like, here is a small subset of JavaScript. All right, so it's not even all of JavaScript. The entirety of Lua is so simple. I really like that, how simple it is. It has that Python lightweight vibe when looking at... Python is actually like heavyweight is the thing. Python is so beastly. One of the things that makes Python great for writing like shell script and stuff is it comes with so much stuff. The salty catfish. I'd like to welcome you today. We got the... salty catfish following the Captain Coder, yeah. Thank you for following. Thank you for following me. The salty catfish, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Happy to have you here on this beautiful Monday. Hope you're having a beautiful day. So yeah, the simplicity here is nice. So the one thing, let's see, if I have the setup gamepad left arrow, right arrow. It should still say, oh, I didn't hit save. I hate that about this little tool here. Left, I don't need up. Up should be W still. Left, right, save mapping. It'll say left and right there. I might need to, this is why I was thinking I might have to, let's add, it's a little hard to read. A little hard to read. Let's change, maybe we could change the color of that one, or we add a shadow on the top right as well. Or make it a thick shadow. Move left, right. That's annoying. Left. By default, it's going to show that, though. By default, it's going to show that. Maybe we make the color there for that one. One sec. Print. Left, right. We can give it a color. What is our gray color here? Let's try color 13. Looks okay. Looks okay. Not great, but okay. I could also add in, do a regular print, but let's have this go. We're gonna add a bigger border to it. Let's try 88, 0 here. It has to go first. We have to print it first. 88 and 81. Looks horrible. Looks horrible. Because the white ends up getting drawn on top of it. It's a little bit better, but it's still horrible. All right. You can kind of make it out. I hate that. I hate that. Do new lines work? Left, comma, right. We might just make it so that it looks silly now. So I think I need to smab. It's going to look bad when you have this, maybe. So now that looks funny. So it looks funny this way. So I need to like add extra code in to say if the left key is too long, I need to like have code. I'm trying not to write too much extra code. It looks fine on two separate lines. Yeah. So I guess I could do, maybe just have L and R next to the D-pad. And then not show it down here. So I guess people wouldn't do L and R. Specifically, I could. But if you change the controls, here's the thing. I think most people would prefer it to be A and D. This is something that I don't like. Then change to the key when it's remapped. Okay. So we can do the following. So Smab, then what do I do if someone does, and maybe I could just be like, I don't care. What if someone does left and D? All right, sorry, left key and D. What if someone annoying does this? What if someone annoying does this? Yeah, I think I might just do either L or D. But what if someone does this? What if someone does this? So there's these edge. This is as a programmer, we got edge cases. Set up gamepad. What if someone does this? I didn't hit save. Someone types the letter L. But I think what I might do, is I might put symbols on these. So what I'm going to do, so here's what I'm going to do. If, oh, you're saying put them in quotes? I'm going to do this. If left key, how do I check the length? greater than, it's equal to left. I think we just have a special thing here. Then left key equals empty. So I think we're gonna do this. It's gonna be empty, or equals nil, maybe. I might just do a special thing. Hang on, I guess I could do this. Then I want to do the length. If left key dot length is greater than 4, then sep is equal to n. Sep equals this. All right, let's try this. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to do that. Oops, not what I meant to do. So we come in. Ah! I typed too fast. Typed too fast. I see in the print string, is that addition like it's in PHP? So that's concatenation. Dot dot is concatenation. I think that's how it's done in PHP. I'm not sure. So we're going to have left. We have right. We basically are just saying if it's too long. Come on, save. There we go, left, right, but when they set it to this, there we go. I think I'm happy enough with that. If left key has greater than, maybe even greater than 1, and I'll do if right key is greater than 1, then sep equals comma. And we can do or here. Or right key greater than 1. There we go. Yeah. All right, I'm happy with it. I think I'm happy with it. If we clear out, just to make sure, if we clear... it's gonna show something weird here if we do this. Clear mappings. It shows that. So I need to do if left key equals that and right key equals that, then if left key is not equal to this, that'll sort of indicate that we should do it. And now if we set the controls up, down, left, right, A, B. There we go. There we go. And now, all right, let's build and deploy. Git add. Let's do a build here. Nope. 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 Seems good. There we go. Make sure it's all saved. Salty Catfish, thank you for the nice. Let's go into our copy or move tofu land here, unzip it. Git add git commit -m chore tweak control screen. Boom! I'm glad to hear it, Smab. Smab, we've got it. What a fun little tool to play with. What a fun little tool. Oh. All right. I gotta get to work here in a little bit. We're gonna deploy this. We're gonna get this up on itch. Let's edit this. Let's redeploy. Oh, I forgot to export. Hang on. Our export Apparently I can't do a help there. I want to export with the scaling on. Because it wasn't doing that. Console. Export. Oh, it doesn't let me change that. How do you usually teach how long do you usually teach per day? Depends on the day. So today I only have one class today that's 1 hour long. Fridays I have 4 hours worth of classes. Most days I have 2 or 3. Monday just happens to be like a pretty light day for me this term. It changes from term to term. But I usually do 2 hours of prep versus 1 hour of teaching. So prep includes like giving student feedback, giving students, so every hour I teach, I usually have to do about 2 hours of prep. So preparing lessons, giving student feedback, that sort of stuff. I guess that's fine. Let's come over to here. Let's upload a new version of TofuLand. We'll save. How should your project be run in your page? Auto detect size. Let's try that. See if that works. Unity, that never works. Very nice. Very nice. Let's go to our page here. There was a problem. No dimensions provided. Okay. So we do have to 960 by 540. I think if there's a full screen option directly in this project. If we go here, yeah, full screen works there. I want integer scale off by default. Can I set that when I do a build, or is it related? Is it currently that I have? No, it's off there. I want it to scale. How do I? ID is 0. When I export, is there a config value I can set somewhere? Here, let's see. I would be looking for scale, integer scale here. All right, so I could set, or is that's initial scale is 1. That's interesting. I guess I'll leave it for now. I guess I'm gonna leave it for now. But we have a TofuLand here. Let's take some screenshots. Yeah, Smab, I realized that wasn't what that meant. I really want this to be off by default. I'll have to figure out how to do that. Mendoza, welcome back to the stream. How you doing, friend? And Darkman, yo, Darkman, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, buddy? Okay, so this let's take some screenshots. Let's take some screenshots here. Let's run. See if I get a good screenshot here. Print screen. Do. Let's try again. Come on. Do you guys believe in the captain? Come on, my hand is not precise enough for 1 pixel. Left 1 pixel, come on. Oh! There we go. Bottom pixel. So hard. Can't get single pixel movement resolution. There we go. Woo! Woo! That was too hard. No, I liked the press jump to play. I liked it in there. I thought about the issue. I don't think it's processing 3 keys being pressed at once. I remember this issue on old emulators. It's not emulating anything. Strongbad, do you have a screen recording of it? I like it with the jump. The one thing that I really don't like is this. I wish I got it without the little key in there, the cursor. That's okay. We're gonna save this. We're gonna put this in our. Minimize that for now. Oh, when it's minimized, it doesn't like that. Hang on, the audio. It's basically done. Basically done. Thanks for believing in me, Clayman. I appreciate it. I don't think it's processes 3 keys being pressed at once. Look, it's processing for maybe on your so Strongbad, are you saying just on your computer or in general? Because on my computer and on the web browser for me, it's okay. 2 game dev folders with arbitrary spaces in between the words. Shudder. Ooh, that's scary. Kilted Ninja, thank you for noticing that. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. That is really funny to me. Tofu Land. We'll create a folder here. Itch. Here. Screenshot. Home. Main screen. I guess it should be called title screen. All right, let's come back up here. Go hard mode. Get rid of that cursor. All right, we gotta get an action shot here. Action shot. Oh my goodness. This is impossible. There we go. The sad part is the pixel by pixel doesn't actually matter because it's not on the correct resolution anyway. Save as. Open an image editor. Here we go. Save as. Action shot. I literally press and hold right arrow and X and then press jump when I hit the first ledge. And I just stand in front of the first ledge. There's nothing to really show. And what I'm saying is I can't reproduce it. I can't reproduce the issue. I'm literally pressing the right arrow. I'm holding the right arrow. I'm holding the run button and I'm pressing jump. I'm holding the run button and then I press jump. It's not an issue for me. I don't know what it is. Something's going on. Hang on, folks. We're hearing the Grumpy Game Dev on the Be Right Back screen. Hang on. Apparently I had Grumpy Game Dev open. There we go. Space. All right, we're back. I get another action shot somewhere. Let's get us on a beanie. All right, we gotta get ready. We'll do it on this one. Nope. Action shot. Action shot. All right. Save. Open image editor. Thank you for the Google goggles. Got that screenshot. Why does it do that? Okay. Well, that's annoying. Why did it reset? Action shot 2. Alright, let's go further. We can go even further. Beer. this space is really timing. Hang on, you guys. I gotta put it so you guys should. I should move it so you can actually see what's going on. Sorry. Look, I'm only selfish sometimes. There goes. Action shot. 3. One more screenshot. We gotta get. Let's see if we can save Bofu. Getting good at it. I'm getting good at it. Save as. You did. Live on Discord? I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying I cannot reproduce it. I believe that you are having the issue. Is this from the song, or is it from some extra time comes from the ear to ear? No, it's actually in the song. That's how it's composed. It's like two instruments calling back and forth to each other. Nope, not that one. So it starts in the left ear and then the right ear. So there's an instrument calling in the left ear, and then the instrument calling in the right ear. And then they're playing together now. Yeah, it's from the song itself. It's from the song itself. That's how it was written. All right, Strunk, let me see if I can look at the Discord. Give me a second here. Let's watch the stream. Let's watch the stream. Oh, I'm hearing myself. Oh, I'm hearing myself. Let's mute you. I'm going to mute you. Hang on. Let's mute you. I'm going to mute you. Hang on. There we go. I'm going to mute you. Hang on. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm watching Strunk. You gotta press Strunk. Oh, you're saying that you can't press jump. It's not letting you press jump there? It's not letting you press jump there? I don't understand where the echo's coming from. Oh, I didn't mean to mute. Oh, I didn't mean to mute you. I meant to. I see. I'm hearing your. I'm hearing your desktop audio, and I don't know how to disable your desktop audio. Yeah, so I saw you running off the edge. Bottom right. I don't want to mute. I want to like not hear the desktop audio. All right, I'm seeing you jump, but you cannot run and jump. Can you try rebinding your key controls? Can you change your keys? Because you're using the default keys of Z and X, right? I don't want to stop watching. I do want to, or is it this? This is what I needed to do? There we go. Calm down, Stoya, now. Thank you. Points. And look, Captain Coder Simpleton, 500 points. Thank you for the help. Strunk, can you rebind your controls? Press escape. Press escape. Change, go to options. Change your gamepad. Change A and B to different keys. I'm wondering if it's your Z and X keys can't be used. So A is the run button. Jump button, B is the run button. No, change them to something that is not Z and X. I think that might, I'm curious if that's the issue for some reason. A is the jump button. B is the run button. All right. I'm wondering if there's something intercepting them. I literally can't do the arrow controls on my keyboard. You press run. So I see you're not running though. Oh, you have to hit save. Yeah, I hate that. This is not my I didn't make it. Mushini, didn't forget end key rollover is a thing. Yeah, you got to actually hit save. It drives me nuts that it doesn't automatically save after you do that. All right. All right. There we go. Oh, maybe not. I see you running and jumping there. Run, jump, run, jump, run, jump. There you go. Your Z and X keys, for some reason, there's some conflict on your own system. Do you have a hotkey? My guess would be you might have a hotkey that is if you press Z and X together. Darkman, thank you for the cloud of disapproval. Crazy. I don't know what's going on there. Well, I'm glad we figured it out. At least somewhat. I wonder, not really sure. Something going on with your Z and X though. Really weird. Really weird. Let's add these screenshots in. Thank you for showing that to me though. Let me exit the voice chat. There we go. All right. Let's add in Tofuland or Itch screenshots. Boom. There they are. Change the order. Move up, move up, move up, move down, move down, move down. There we go. Very strange to be sure. I don't know. Mushini, welcome back to the stream. Stoya down. I'm glad you guys are here. Hope you're having a beautiful day. How have you been? That could be an issue with the keyboard key ghosting. It's a thing. It's just based on the hardware thing. Yeah, so Z and X together apparently having issues on your computer. Put this problem that might be for some player in the description. Ah, that's interesting. Upload cover art main screen here. We gotta adjust this. That's okay for now. That's an interesting point. I sadly do have to go. I have to get to work here. It could be the keyboard. Yeah, I think it would be the keyboard, or if you have some sort of binding set for like X right arrow, X left arrow, you might have some binding related to your Z and X key as well. Let me see if the Z and X key have that on my computer. Using the arrow keys, my keyboard's weird. My keyboard's a little weird. Left, right, Z, and X. Let's see if I have trouble with it. No, on my keyboard it's fine too. For Z and X. Redston, we are playing around with the TIC-80 here. We set up our Tofu control screen here. We've deployed this out. If you want to play, we might add some more levels at some point. But we basically made this, where the heck is that link? Link is here. We got it deployed. We got it working. And I got to get going. I got to get to work. I got work here in about 40 minutes. So I got to hop off, eat some food. Get some water in my system. But yeah, we're about to publish this. We made some progress today though, but we made this screen. But yeah, if you want to check it out, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. I've really been enjoying my time with the TIC-80. The biggest downside is no debugger. No debugger. So proper debugger is the one thing I think that we really need with TIC-80. And I think the main reason they don't do it is they support so many languages, so having a built-in debugger would be really, maybe even impossible to support. But I think I'm gonna add one with just Lua. I think I'm gonna add one for Lua and make my TIC-84. But you can get through ooh. Ah! There we go. Pretty fun little game. I really enjoyed making it. Didn't take too much time. Learning the tool was the hardest part. Learning how Lua, how the tool works together, all the like runtime stuff. Really fun to build all of the collision detection, the movement, all of that stuff from scratch, as opposed to what I've done in the past with Unity. All right, folks, we're getting out of here. Who are we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? Maybe we'll raid Styx if she's on. Haven't raided Styx in a while. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Styx, we do love Styx. Take care, man. You're welcome. Kilted Ninja, you take care as well. We got Tim. Styx Color. Yeah, we haven't rated Styx Color in a long time. We could raid Andreas as well. Styx. We're gonna go raid Styx, though. All right, folks. Remember to keep coding. Raid someone that doesn't need a verified account. Do you need a... interesting. I feel like you need a verified account to be in my stream. But we're gonna raid Styx Color, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a beautiful day. Remember, keep coding. Keep growing. Be the best you can be. You're welcome back anytime. You're welcome back anytime. All right. Bye-bye.